Recording?
It doesn't say. I think it is though.
Okay. Hey, hello, howdy Stovies, old Doc Mark here with Sweet Ride, and we're testing the Muka stove today. Supposed to be able to pump this thing about 100 times or so. I think 90 is what the directions call for. Not that big of a deal for those of us who are into Coleman stoves, but if I'm going to do it, I think I'll pull that up and I might as well get to pumping just for fun. See, that's 50 and I already got the thing coming out there. I don't think that's horrible. Let's try 40 more just for fun, huh? Because that's what they asked for, 90 pumps. Well, there's 90 pumps. Looks like the NRV's not working as good as it should. I mean, I would think, because that ought to be all the way in there. Maybe it has to take a little bit of set. I don't know. We're going to find out. Anyway, I've got this little piece of bark here to keep this from getting all scratched up since it's brand spanking new. I'd like to keep it looking new for a little while. Others don't care probably about that. And we've got our Primus cook set here. Stuff, a spoon, and this little old tiny bag. That's the whole stove and the windscreen, and it's pretty amazing to me that it's so tiny, I'll tell you that. There it is. Oops, windscreen fell down. This is exceedingly flexible as far as the actual fuel line itself. It has a plug on it, and the opposite end actually has a plug as well. So, first time ever for this thing. We'll see how she does. We unfold the legs, snap them into place. Very sturdy looking little stove once it gets going. And we're supposed to put this wind setup, this little vent, into the wind. Wind is coming from Sweet Bride's back right now, so it should be going in here. And this will work out pretty nicely for me to just put it right down there. They do give you this little small reflector onto which you're supposed to put the stove, which we'll do. That goes here. And then you have your windscreen, which is, this is a regular MSR windscreen. I brought it just in case, because this is kind of a small and very fragile, I believe, windscreen that you unfold here from Muka. Has little stove vents there, as you can see, that are put into the windscreen itself. So we'll make sure those stay fairly open. And we'll completely undo this guy. It's supposed to come with a paper clip, but you know what? I'm not seeing it. So maybe it's still somewhere in the bag. I don't know. It's not windy enough that it's going to kill us to just do it this way. So that's what we shall do. Okay. Let's pop this off, and likewise pop off the cap on this end. Just rock her all off. I don't know whether to put spit on this or not, because I usually do for some stoves, but it doesn't say to. I'll pop it in and see if I get any leaks. Let's see here. Well, I'm not getting anything at all here. Okay, dummy. You know, you can tell I'm from Texas. I forgot about that. You got to pull the collar down. And then we're getting pretty darn close. Let's put a little water here for tea. Blow out some flotsam and jetsam. Get that ready for us. We'll save just a little. And got a nice Primus lighter in here and a striker. This little Primus lighter came from Fildy Fox. Keith, if you're out there, mate, thank you. Thank you very much. I've used this thing to no end. And I also have my little striker here just in case. Been keeping this nice and warm. So let's see what we got here. Turn this to start. And start it does. Boy, that baby's putting out some heat already. Starting to stabilize. And let's put it over to run. Nope, not quite yet. Not very loud for as much heat as it's putting out. You can't really see the flame probably in this light. I don't know if this will help you any or not. Does that help reflect any flame color there, Sweet Bride?
No, not really.
Not really, okay. Well, let's put that pot on there and then kick it over to run and see if we get any success. There it is running. Let's pop the lid on there. And I'll put that in our cups right there. I'll give it a couple more pumps. I don't know if we need to. I can't remember what it says in the directions, but you know what? It shouldn't be a problem. Oh yeah, it's making a big difference. You can probably hear that. Now Hike and Jim said that this was a little bit tough to pump, or I don't know, maybe he said 150 pumps were too much. It pumps easy, I think. It pumps very easily indeed. It's set on the high setting right now. It obviously is working. It seems to be working fine. Should get my braid out of the way a little bit just in case it wants to jump its tracks and do a little hair burning. It's already moving a little water in the pot. But windscreen looks just about right for the height of the stove. Actually, you can see that the pot itself goes down underneath the edge, just hair, and it should be just enough to do what it's supposed to do. Smells good running. You like that old smell of Coleman fuel. It smells good, nice and clean. Let's check that, see if we got any action. Oh, we do. Now here's something. Here is something interesting. This is supposed to be, I guess it's a little crooked. This pot is sliding, and I hadn't anticipated that. This particular pot, I don't think I ever put grooves on the bottom of, but on some of these are SIG pots. I have. I put grooves in the bottom. So I'm hesitant to take this off of there too much because it's going to slide right off. Since we're on a rock, there's really not much I can do. So I'll just sit here and hold on to this, and we'll see if it'll boil us up some tea water. How does that sound? Sound good to you, Sweet Bride?
Sure, I'm ready.
Okay, me too. Let's see here.
Need a stick?
Yeah, no, I got a knife over here. There we go. Oh, you can see, look. Oh, goodness gracious. Well, we just lost that. Okay, accident number one. That's okay. That is okay. I'm going to hold it just like this. I was going to say you can see the water's getting pretty hot. But I should have put this on a little more stable base. I will say that this stove is slippery.
Very.
Very, very slippery. And I'm worried a little bit about that windscreen. I want to get it a little bit away from the stove. I'm going to keep it far away. There we go. There we go. That should be all right. I'm not going to put that lid back on just for right now. Once we get our water boiled up, then we'll, which is happening real quick. Even without the lid, you can see it's doing a good job. But you know what? If I let go of this, it's going to slide right off, guaranteed. So, careful on the pots you choose. These are the, well, it's boiling right now. I didn't put the clock on it, but that's very good. Let's see what I can do about turning it down a bit, if it will. Well, I wouldn't call that a simmer, but it's got a long way to go before it supposedly goes out. Hike and Jim said it was going out pretty regularly. Now, it's hard to tell. It's still on, but not much. Actually, it's off. Okay. Let's see what we can do here about that. Watch a big flare up here, kids. Don't try this at home. It's not probably a smart idea. Okay. Ooh, burned a little hair off my hand there. Nothing stinks worse than that, I'm telling you. Well, anyway, there you got a little bit of pea action going. First time for us on the Muka stove. It boils water very quickly. It seems to not be bothered by this wind at all. We've got a pretty stiff breeze here. I don't know if Sweet Bride, if you can turn around to your left and just kind of pan the camera around there past Crest Forest Drive, which is behind us, and out into the valley. As you can see that all the way down there. That's a pretty nice little breeze. It's not horrible, but it's enough to stop some stoves in their tracks. Obviously it doesn't stop the Muka. So that's pretty good. I like that part. Well, I'll tell you what, we're going to shut her down here, and we're going to have ourselves a nice hot boiled cup of tea. And we'll talk to you more about this in a bit. So, old Doc Mark and Sweet Bride signing out for right now. Talk to you later, Stovies.